In the ever-evolving tapestry of luxury automobiles, Mercedes-Benz has woven a new thread with the 2026 CLE class, a car that feels less like a mere vehicle and more like a diplomatic envoy between two eras. Imagine the poised elegance of the E-Class shaking hands with the spirited youth of the C-Class, their union birthing a coupe and convertible that defy easy categorization. This isn't just a replacement for discontinued models. It's a statement, a declaration that in a world tilting toward SUVs and electric pragmatism, there's still room for the artful drama of a two-door. The CLE doesn't simply fill a gap in Mercedes' lineup, it carves a new niche, one stitched with threads of heritage and innovation, aimed at those who believe driving should be as much about emotion as efficiency. Let's start under the hood, where the CLE class flexes its hybrid-assisted muscles. The base CLE 300 hums with a 2.0-liter turbocharged inline-4, an engine that's less entry-level and more gateway-drug. With 255 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque, it's no slouch. But the real magic lies in the 48-volt mild hybrid system. Think of it as a silent sidekick, adding 23 horsepower and 148 pound-feet of torque during acceleration, a fleeting but potent boost like a gust of wind at your back. For those who crave more theatre, the CLE 450's 3.0-liter inline-6 is a sonnet in mechanical form. Its 375 horsepower doesn't just propel the car, it serenades the driver, delivering thrust with a smoothness that borders on telepathy. Both engines dance with a 9-speed automatic transmission, and the standard all-wheel drive ensures that even rain-slicked roads feel like a collaborator, not an adversary. Performance: the CLE 450 coupe rockets to 60 miles per hour in 4.1 seconds, a number that would make some sports cars blush. The CLE 300, while not yet stock watch tested, is estimated to flirt with 5.2 seconds. Convertibles, ever the divas with their extra weight, lag by a few tenths. But let's be honest, when you're piloting a fabric-roofed Merc under a sapphire sky, who's counting? The driving experience channels the E-Class's DNA, composed, refined, but with a dash of youthful verve. The absence of optional air suspension means the ride leans slightly firmer than its sedan sibling. But this isn't a penalty, it's a deliberate choice. The CLE grips curves with the confidence of a tango dancer, balancing comfort and agility like a sommelier pairing wine with a 5-course meal. Efficiency isn't sacrificed at the altar of power. The CLE 300 coupe sips fuel at 28 miles per gallon combined, while the convertible trails by a whisper. The CLE 450, despite its 6-cylinder appetite, matches its sibling at 26 miles per gallon, a feat that feels almost rebellious in a segment where thirsty is often assumed. These numbers aren't just stats, they're peace of mind for the driver who wants to indulge in acceleration without guilt, to merge onto highways with gusto yet still smile at the pump. Step inside and the CLE's cabin is a masterclass in sensory seduction. The design borrows cues from the C-Class and GLC but elevates them with bespoke touches. Front seats, redesigned for this model, feature a leather strap that slides to reveal rear access, a detail so thoughtful it feels like Mercedes eavesdropped on every coupe owner's struggle with backseat clutter. Heated seats come standard but opt for the ventilation and massage functions, and you'll wonder how you ever tolerated rush hour without them. The piece de resistance, a 17-speaker Burmester sound system that doesn't just play music, it conjures it, wrapping you in a cocoon of acoustic perfection. Pair that with 64-color ambient lighting, and you've got a cabin that morphs from a serene sanctuary by day to a neon-lit lounge by night. Tech aficionados will geek out over the 12.3-inch digital cluster and 11.9-inch touchscreen, though the steering wheel's touch-sensitive controls might initially feel like solving a Rubik's Cube. MBUX, Mercedes' infotainment system, is intuitive once you've cracked its code, offering everything from augmented navigation to mood-based lighting presets. Yet, for all its silicon brains, the CLE doesn't forget its analog heart. The new MBTEC's synthetic leather steering wheel, a nod to sustainability, feels indistinguishable from the cowhide it replaces, proving that eco-consciousness needn't come at the cost of luxury. In a market where rivals are retreating, RIP Audi A5, the CLE's competition is sparse but fierce. The BMW 4 Series remains its arch-nemesis, a sharp-edged alternative for those who prefer their coupes with a side of aggression. The Lexus RC, meanwhile, lingers like a respected elder, comfortable, reliable, but lacking the CLE's Zeitgeist spark. For adrenaline junkies, the AMG CLE 53 looms, its turbocharged fury promising track day thrills. But the standard CLE needs no halo car. It's a standalone act, blending everyday usability with weekend warrior potential. Choosing your CLE boils down to personality. The exclusive trim, brimming with standard luxuries, suits most. The pinnacle for those who want their car to whisper, "I've arrived," without shouting. Coupe versus convertible, the former offers practicality and a 13.8 CUFT trunk, the latter the romance of open skies. At an estimated $59,150 to start, the CLE isn't cheap, but in the rarefied air of luxury coupes, it's a value proposition, a car that corsets without compromising, thrills without profligacy. In the end, the 2026 CLE class isn't just a car, it's a manifesto for a dying breed, the two-door luxury cruiser. It argues that even in an age of SUVs and EVs, there's poetry in a long hood, a low stance, and a roof that disappears at the push of a button. For those who still believe in the art of driving, the CLE isn't an option, it's an invitation.